오! 아, 이게 다 녹아버렸, 마음만 녹은 게 아니라 옷도 살짝 녹았는데?
Here we go.
Hello
everyone.
자막이 있네요.
Tochilaite Infinite's new season reveal. I'm Sean. Bunch of other stuff.
일단 뭐가 많이 나오죠. 얘네도 패치를 열심히 하긴 해. 확실히 이런 거 보면.
So, we hope this will provide an even better gaming experience for everyone. Whilst you watch the live stream today, we have also enabled Twitch.
아 맞다, 이거 드롭스 있어요, 님들.
드롭스로
그 막 펫뽑기랑 이런 거 줍니다. 이거 켜놓으시면 될 거예요, 아마 가서.
On the first day of the new season, so remember to log in September 7th to claim it.
처음 만났을 때 우리의 모습조차 기억나지 않네요.
드롭스 아마 크리스탈도 주고 펫뽑기도 주고 뭐 그런 느낌이에요.
비록 죽음이 당신과 저를 갈라놓았지만 혼부를 태워 다시 당신을 불러올 수 있게 되었는데, 하지만 나의 연인이여, 왜 지난날 저와의 모든 것을 당신의 영원의 나라에 바치려 하는 거죠? 그 후 일어난 모든 일은 마치 악몽 같았어요. 우리의 도시는 폐허가 되어갔고,
야,
우리의
이거
백성들은
컨텐츠거든요?
꺼져가는 촛불이 되어버렸어. 세상에서 제일 사랑하는 당신, 그대는 지금 어떤 모습인가요? 완강하고 포악하며 난폭하고 잔혹하죠. 당신이 말했어.
뭐야, 저 약간 의식 같았는데?
우리는 평생 서로 의지할 거고 죽어서도 변치 않을 거라고.
이름은 이제 영미도, 영원한 미궁의 도시고, 생각보다 좀 저희 미리 그 프리뷰는 봤었거든요. 보시면 알겠는데 좀 놀랍긴 합니다. 이거야.
In the ruins, hunters must complete challenges in a lot of time, kind of candelabra for prizes, and obtain a mark of ruins, a vital component for hunters to rebuild the city of Eterna that has the condition of all candelabra recorded on it. Various reward spots.
요거 나 이거 깜짝 놀랐어.
Hunters must stamp them with the marks of runes to create a passage before taking the prizes. They must make sure the marks of runes are connected and cover as many reward spots as possible for more prizes.
아, 칼란드라 아니지.
When the map is completely covered in marks, hunters will be able to enter the city of Eterna they have rebuilt.
저게 이제 이번 리그 컨텐츠인 것 같아요.
Reward spot will turn into a candlelight of sacrifice, and hunters must get kinship firewood from the kings of Eterna, wandering the city to light the candlelight of sacrifice for rewards. Each candlelight of sacrifice has a chance to change into a candelabrum of sacrifice for hunters to get more and better prizes for completing the challenge.
뭐야, 근데 보상이 많이 나온다
all
뭐가?
reward spots, hunters will be able to summon the final boss. Defeat the final boss to start the next round of rebuilding the city. The difficulty and drops of the final boss are determined by the sum of reward spots activated. In other words, the final boss becomes more powerful and more reward spots you connect. And the more powerful the boss, the more impressive the prizes.
이거 이제 시즌 컨텐츠 전용,
which includes loads of season-related talent.
전용 보드.
Hunters can collect pages of Eterna in the city to piece the psalms together to gradually unlock all talents of the season.
근데 맞네, 저기
power
뭐가?
of the psalms, hunters can expand the map of the city and gain massive buffs and bonuses rewards, ultimately unlocking the infinite city of Eterna.
And significantly improves.
와, 이거 스킬에다가 뭘 박을 수 있는 게 생겼다. 이 스킬을 강화하는 그런 거죠.
Or even mutate the affixes. You can acquire a special item, Tear of Eterna, from monsters in the city. By spending Tears of Eterna, you fuse 2 soul candles.
합성도 되고.
Fusing soul candles, affixes of identical effects and tears from the 2 soul candles
이것은?
fused into one.
이거 갓 시스템이긴 한데 이거.
Either retained or discarded randomly.
와, 예, 확실히 그 벤치마킹을 잘하는구나.
The fused affix has a chance of evolving into a more powerful T0 affix with one guaranteed negative affix, and any T0
와, 티어 0으로도 올라가기도 하네.
candle has a small chance of mutating into a rare special affix.
말이 안 되게 훨씬 낫지. 신캐인가? 신캐 같은데, 그쵸? 저는 애지간하면 신캐 할 것 같아요. 아! 마령? 마령도 이번에 엄청나게 버프가 예고되어 있었거든요? 어떤 식인지 모르겠는데 밀어주는 이유가 있었구나 마령을. 좀 예쁜데? 나쁘지 않은데요? Not bad, not bad, not bad. 이해할까?
Iris, a spirit magus from the
Iris.
Shattered World, who, under
우와.
Yuga's relentless persuasion, finally decided to join Torchlight.
유가가
Iris
설득했대요.
can put
유가가
spirit
고트다.
magus skills in active skill slots and create a breeze that gives
일단
spirit
소환수예요,
magi
기본적으로는
nourishment
얘가.
buff to make them more
마령이라는
powerful.
게
They can also help spirit magi grow, change their forms and skills, and even
무임승차
increase
각인데
the
이거?
number of spirit magi that can be summoned. Beyond that, Iris nourishment can push spirit magi into the hyper state of full bloom. Spirit magi
와, 근데
in full
마령이
bloom
되게
will
세
unlock
보인다.
an ultimate that can deal devastating strikes to enemies. Lead a squad of spirit magi in toppling powerful foes.
네, 저건 시즌
If
패스
Gemma never
캐릭이고
met Liv, she never would have learned to balance the power of fire and ice within her. When the frost heart guarding her was finally melted by a blaze, her life
와,
also
씨,
took a turn.
옷까지 같이 녹았는데요?
Gemma,
오!
will unleash a purgatory around her.
아, 이게 다 녹아버렸, 마음만 녹은 게 아니라 옷도 살짝 녹았는데?
Also torture them with death by fire for additional fire
나쁘지
damage.
않아.
As Gemma, Flame of Pleasure grows, she can baptize surrounding enemies
얘는
in
그냥 딱 봐도
fiery
화염
agony
스킬 쓰라는 거
by using
같고
death by fire to spread the damage recorded by Brand, or even has Purgatory follow her around and turn everywhere she goes into an inferno, allowing
와,
her to
뭔
bathe
스킬이야?
in
되게
the pain
멋있다.
and suffering of her foes.
뭐야?
Alright,
특성이야
so
저게?
new hero trait
기사기
Flame of
같은데요?
Pleasure can be unlocked using Primacrysts.
Crafting the cube of her past this season.
그 특정이 이제
Combined
축복
with
스태킹
all the
같은 게 좀
players'
너프된 것 같다 딱
feedbacks, we
보니까.
realized that there's still many problems
스태킹이
with
지금
the
너무
current
세니까.
crafting system.
Yes, right, exactly. So here's what we've got. To begin with, the performance of crafted items is much too inferior to certain core legendary gear. Also, the availability of certain base materials way too scarce.
올
Whilst
유카리노?
restrictions
해봐?
of plasticity increased the consumption of those base
저번 시즌은
materials
제작
and the
진짜
affixes of
힘들었습니다.
randomly generated in targeted processing, which
말이 안
kind of
됐어.
complicates the process and makes the cost differences for crafting different axes kind of unreasonable.
Yeah, and to address those issues, we revised the rules for prototype crafting and targeted processing as below.
저도 거의
During
1티어
prototype
1티어 쓰긴
crafting, you
했는데
must lock 1
빡세더라.
to 2 affixes on the gear for re-randomization. When one affix is locked, the gear will be randomized into a piece of prototype gear with 4 fixed affixes without costing any
고정시킨 거 플러스
When 2
3개까지
affixes
나온다는
were locked,
거구나.
the gear will be
개가
randomized into
나오겠죠?
a piece of prototype gear with 5 fixed affixes. An affix upgrade
원래
feature
어땠지?
has
잠깐만, 나
been
기억이 안
added to
나.
prototype crafting. You can spend flame elementium and plasticity to upgrade an affix, and by spending ultimate embers, you can upgrade a tier 1 affix to tier 0.
뭐야?
By doing so, randomly remove another affix on the gear and reset the gear's plasticity to 0. And of course, gear with 0 plasticity can still be upgraded from tier 1 to tier 0.
응?
During targeted processing, you can directly add specific affixes to a piece of gear,
우와,
and
뭐야?
the tier of these affixes will be random tier from tier 0 to tier 6. Certain rare affixes such as +2 spell skill level have a chance of failing in targeted processing. Targeted processing will no longer clear the gear's plasticity, meaning targeted process gear
좀
can
한번
now
제대로
be
봐야
used
되겠는데
for
제작 너무 많이
prototype
바뀌었는데요?
after reforging. The upgrade feature allows Hunter to make superior prototype gear more consistently through prototype crafting. The inclusion of tier 0 affixes also greatly boosts prototype gear's power and the sense of surprise during prototype crafting. The affixes added in targeted processing no longer require RNG, which increases the chance of crafting the gear you want significantly.
와우.
We hope these
일단 딱
changes
봐도
will bring
쉬워지긴
more
한것
reliable
같은데.
and delightful crafting experience to hunters. Furthermore, non-legendary gears will no longer be able
근데
to
이게
be corroded
고점
again.
뚫는 건 와.
To improve the potency and
올
worth of
0티어가 가능하다고?
non-legendary gear, we improved their affixes, deleted most of the useless
장비에 이제
filters,
1티어가
such as
아니라
defeat
올
enemies to gain
0티어.
blessings duration, etc.
타락 없이?
Adjusted the availability of defense affixes like block, regain, armor, evade to make them more relevant.
오,
And added
안쓰동
powerful new
옵션을 좀
summon,
올려줬네요,
blessing,
수치를.
barrage, terra, beam affixes.
이게 수정?
The effects of the cards stack up, and the vast majority of loot is dropped in the final 1 or 2 maps where cards and compasses are
그치,
almost
지금은
fully
이제
stacked,
마지막 카드가
which
중요하지.
means when you don't have or are unable to draw the key card combo, trying to finish a round becomes a futile exercise. The cards dealt could vary a lot from round to round. To ensure a return, you must constantly change your farming routes based on the cards you draw, which brings a continuous burden to the long farming process. And also, combining cards, compasses, and high-valued maps can bring
일단 맞는 말을 하고 있거든요, 굉장히.
At the beginning of each round of Chaos Invasion, trait cards will not be drawn. Instead, every trait card in the deck will take effect in all maps within the region. The new rules not only ensure the strategic deck building experience, but also greatly reduce the risk posed to hunters by drawing cards. Consequently, we have also made adjustments to the effects of all trait cards to make their strength more consistent with permanent standards. After removing RNG from the drawing of trait cards, we hope to provide more surprises for hunters through Chaos cards. In the new season, different decks and cards will be available in various time marks and regions, allowing hunters to challenge time marks and regions that best suit them. In addition to Chaos Invasion, we also made adjustments to the gameplay and compasses in Netherrealm. Since the Six Gods gameplay is the most basic and common gameplay in Netherrealm, we want its experience to be consistent and attractive.
이것도 패치노트 나오면 자세히 봐야겠다.
Compasses and only kept those that are necessary for specific gameplay. In the new season, these compasses will be listed in the shop at a fixed price to prevent
나침반 가격 정찰제?
becoming unavailable due to market fluctuations.
야, 이런 나침반 사재기 이런 거 할 수도 없네. 좋긴 좋아요. 확실히 좋아요, 저건.
Netherrealm difficulty levels to replace the difficulty and additional drops brought by the compasses. The first thing that should be noted is that in order to enrich the combat experience of hunters in Netherrealm, we have changed the difficulty of the Netherrealm space-time turbulence to time mark 8. We have added new difficulty levels to Netherrealm time marks.
같은 티어에서도 그 약간 뭘 선택할 수 있네요.
In these new marks, enemies will become more dangerous,
0단계, 1단계,
and the number
2단계를.
of drops within stages will also increase.
이 8티어가 갑자기 너무 어려워지니까 이렇게 한 것 같다.
New difficulty levels does not require additional items.
Exactly.
Not bad.
And also, hunters often need legendary gears to aid them in battles. But powerful legendary gears is often in short
그래, 이거
supply.
너무 잘 안 나와,
And
아이템이.
therefore, we have added a new way
새로운
to
루트.
obtain legendary gears, the blueprint system.
설계도?
By collecting a
제작?
certain number of legendary gear blueprints, you will be able to
뭐야?
craft the corresponding legendary gear in your inventory. Blueprints will be available as drops in the new season, enriching hunters' means of
뭐
obtaining
5개를 모으는 카드 같은 거구나, 파편 같은 거.
We improved the user experience of Trade House as follows.
와, 씨, 왜 이렇게
We have
많아?
added a global search feature to Trade House.
심식 후에 기본 옵션 이거 와, 저게 된다고? 돼야지. 근데 저게 되는 게 맞지.
And purchased in the Trade House will be automatically locked to prevent hunters from making inadvertent
종합 검색
mistakes.
기능? 저건 좀 봐야
We
되겠다.
have increased the max collection pages by 10 pages, so hunters can now put more desired items in their collection.
저 실수 방지
The search
좋아요.
feature of Trade House now supports filtering by affix tier, making it easier for hunters to quickly
와,
find gear that
즐겨찾기 좀
suits them.
부족해,
The
솔직히.
condition search results include any item in the condition group is automatically added when using advanced search. Hunters can now search the base
하지만
affixes
갑자기
of
뉴팻
corroded
이러면서
gear.
말도 안 되는 거
We hope these
나오면은
improvements will bring a
안 되는데?
better trade house experience to hunters. Right, and in fact, updating so many contents for each season is still a really big challenge, no matter whether it's devs or operations. We're working on a really tight schedule, but our goal is still super clear. We hope to continuously enrich the game content, improve the game experience through each successive season update, and
패치노트에
strive to make the
자세하게
most fun
담겨 있을
loot-based
것 같아요.
ARPG.
나오면.
Yeah, we hope to continue to receive your support in the upcoming season and welcome you to discuss and provide feedback on the game content in the community. Thank you all for watching the new season preview, and the new season will start officially on September 7th, 5 p.m. We look forward to exploring the city of Eterna with you all.
See you in the new season.
See you!
시즌은 9월 8일에 열린다고 합니다. 이거거든.